Hello everyone. In this video we're going to show you a demonstration of FreeMILL, which is our free 3-axis milling plugin for Rhino. And when you download and install RhinoCAM, we have another video that shows you how to get RhinoCAM, the demo version of RhinoCAM. So you just go ahead and run Rhino after you download RhinoCAM and install it. And initially, RhinoCAM will come up with this dialog asking you how you want to run the product. For this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and run FreeMILL. So Rhino comes up and FreeMILL, the FreeMILL plugin is loaded on the left. It's a wizard-driven CAM machining interface with different tabs for each step in the machining process. So let's go ahead and open our part file. For this demonstration, we're going to open a step file into Rhino. So let's go ahead and go get the step file that I want to open. And as you can see, we have a 3D model here in Rhino. It's when it came in, it's tilted up on its side. We're going to machine in the Z-axis. So let's flip it over and using Rhino's controls. So here is our model that we're going to machine. It is the core side of a mold block. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use FreeMILL to machine this in both roughing and finishing. So let's go ahead and get started. The first tab in the FreeMILL wizard is to set your cutting direction. And we're going to be cutting down in the Z-axis. So it's by default, it's set to World Z. So let's go to the next tab, and we'll create our stock box. For our stock, we're going to leave it here at the top. It tells you the part bounds, the bounding box of the part itself. So you need a minimum stock of that dimension. And we're going to add 1/8 of an inch to the Z-axis. Okay, so you see that it extended a little bit above the top of the part. So for the next tab, we're going to set our work 0. This is the point at which you're going to zero your machine out to run the post G code. So for this part, we're going to go ahead and set it to the top of the stock box, and we'll set it to the highest Z. You have different options here. You can set it to the middle or the lowest Z, and this is your machine coordinate system here that you see on the screen. So we're going to set it to the highest Z and in the southwest corner of our stock. The next step is we're going to define our cutting tool. Now I mentioned that we're going to rough and finish this part. So for roughing, we're going to select a flat mill, and let's set a 3/4 inch flat mill, and let's set the length, the flute length to 4 inches and the tool length to 5 inches. So it gets down enough depth to clear out all this material. So we'll go ahead and go to the feeds and speeds tab, and we'll just leave those set, and you can adjust these, to your machine preferences. So for the create machining operation tab, here's where all the action really comes into play. You'll see that this dialog has not only a step over distance, but also a step down distance. So it allows you to cut in levels. So in this first procedure, you use FreeMILL and then you post the G code. So we're going to do a roughing, and then we'll come back and make changes and post a finishing. So we're going to do a step down distance, we'll say of 0.375, which is 50% of the tool diameter. We'll go ahead and cut along the x-axis this way. Let's go ahead and generate that. So here, that's how fast it is. We have a, basically it's a horizontal roughing, 3-axis horizontal roughing toolpath that's stepped down in layers. And let's go ahead and do a simulation. So here is our roughing operation using a 3/4 inch flat end mill. At this point, we can go ahead and go to the post-processing tab and go ahead and post this out. And for this, we'll use a Haas controller, and we'll go ahead and post. And we'll just save it. Here, we'll just say FreeMILL rough, and we'll give it a .nc extension and go ahead and save that. So here is our G code for the roughing operation. So now once we did our roughing operation, we can go back up into the cutting tools tab and we'll choose a ball mill. And let's make this a 1/8 inch ball mill that we'll use. We'll use the same flute length and the same tool length. And we'll skip down, we'll use the same cutting feeds and speeds. For the machining operation tab, we're going to go ahead and change the step distance to 0.02. So it's a finer step over. And then we'll change the step down to 0. So we're going to just machine it right on the surface. This is the finishing operation. So there won't be any step down for this operation. So let's go ahead and generate that. This may take a second to generate. Nope, that was pretty quick. So here is our nice 3-axis parallel finishing operation on this part. Let's go ahead and simulate it. Now, if you want to see your incremental simulation, you can just go to the toolpath display and you'll see that it got all the way over to this section already. And let's do the simulate tab. And you go back and forth to see the process of the simulation. So here's our nice parallel finishing toolpath of this cavity block, or the mold core half of this insert. And now we can go ahead and go down and post out the finishing operation. And we'll use FreeMILL pfinish.nc. And here is our parallel finishing toolpath for this mold core block. Now you can load each one of these NCG code files on your CNC machine. You can load the roughing and then go ahead and load the finishing, and that's how you can use FreeMILL to do roughing and finishing on a 3-axis part in Rhino. If you want more information or more videos on how to use RhinoCAM, you can just go to our website at MecSoft.com. Thank you.